Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Smarty with the ProEdge marketing team, here to deliver another fantastic video about saving you time and getting more leads. You see, if you're a realtor investor and you do any kind of social marketing on Marketplace, on business pages, or using Facebook ads and Instagram ads, you know that it's time consuming to put the ad copy together, the pictures of those houses. What we're going to share in this video is how to create a transparent overlay that you could build as a template so that each house you're marketing, you just simply put the overlay on top of that picture of the house and start posting, saving you this valuable time to get back and do more lead gen and meet with clients. So if this is for you, stay tuned. What I'm going to share is using Canva as the main platform to design the template. And then I'm going to use the free version of Canva because not all of you are on the paid version. And I'm going to show you two tricks I use to create the transparency to create these templates. So let's dive into Canva and let me start sharing how I create a transparent image for my house marketing. Okay, so up here on Canva, I'm going to show you how to create that transparent image, and we're going to use the free version of Canva. If you're not familiar with Canva, it's a fantastic platform to create all of your images for your social media, your print design, all kinds of templates they have up here. There's both a free and a pro plan. I use it every day in my marketing, so I have a pro plan because it has so many other capabilities. But today's video, I'll show you just how to use the free version to get that transparency. First thing we're going to do is we're going to say create design. Now, as a realtor investor, depends on where you do your marketing, you want to have a transparent template for each of those platforms. So for example, myself, I do marketing using Facebook Ad Manager. I do Facebook and Instagram ads. I also do posts for my business page and other real estate pages in the Philly area. And then finally, I do the marketplace. And each of those platforms has their own image dimension sizes. So in Canva, they have all the templates for those. What I suggest you do is create or design your template first, and then we're going to copy it and make it for each of the individual social media platforms so they're the perfect size when you're marketing your houses. For this video, I'm going to just start with a Facebook ad. So I'll use the ad template. If you start typing in Facebook, you'll see all the different types. So here's posts, covers, ads. I'll start out with a post. And what Canva does is give me a nice, perfectly sized dimension for a Facebook ad that Facebook wants to see. Now, because we're using the free version, I'm going to be using a third-party tool to do the transparent, taking out the background. You want to make a pretty dramatic background. So when it first comes up, highlight the background and then come up here to this color wheel and pick a really distinct color. I'm just going to use this, this green color right here because it's very dramatic to pull in. And now I'm going to start designing my template. So I'm going to start with elements. I always like to use a triangle on the one side. I'll make it a little larger. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it like that, and I'll bring it in the corner of the image right there. So now I have a nice, in the corner of my template, that's the first step. Now I like to use my corporate colors. I'm with EXP, my brokerage colors are blue, so I'll use the blue in that triangle there. Next up, I'm going to upload some images and such. So the first one I'm going to do is, as a chatbot marketer, I have my logo and my QR code already ready to go that's going to promote my houses. So I'm going to put that QR code right there so they can scan it and get details of the house if they see it on their desktop or so forth. You could just put your logo in. If you're with Remax, Keller Williams, you don't have a QR code, just put a logo in that bottom right corner. I may also want to put a little text there, so I'm going to use a little text, and I'm going to type in "scan me" right here, so when they're seeing the ad, they know, and I'll make it white. Let me make it a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to pick my color scheme for my branding, and I'll put that right over here so they have a little "scan me" above the QR code right there. Next up, I'm going to do what's called a ribbon. So to create a ribbon or a ribbon kind of look, I'm going to use the square. Or actually, before I do the ribbon, I'll do my contact information. So I'll put that up here in the top right, and then I'll grab my text and get more information like this, and let's go ahead and put me up in here, and I'll do Smarty right here, my name, space, and then my phone number. Like that. I'm going to need to resize it because I don't need it that large in the template. It's up to you. You're designing your own template. So I'll go ahead and make it small. I'll use the same font, and I'll make it the white, and I'm going to place it in that box. So that box is ready to go. I can shrink the box a little bit. Grab this handle here and this handle here. And now I have a nice contact information at the top right of my template. Finally, I'm going to make another ribbon type for at the very top to promote the stage of the house. I recommend highly that you're going to create templates for each phase of a house sale. So if you're in a state that does coming soons, you're going to have a coming soon template. You'll have a for sale. You may have an open house, under contract, pending, and finally sold. I'm a big believer as a realtor investor, you want to market yourself across that entire life cycle so that buyers, you're going to get a lot of buyer leads when they see that first couple phases. Once a house is under contract, pending, or sold, you're going to start attracting sellers that say, hey, this agent knows what they're doing. I want to work with this agent. So you'll get some seller leads out of that last phases of the advertising. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to rotate it, and I like about 45-degree angle. So you'll see as I rotate, there's a little angle. So I'll make it 45 degrees, and I'm going to stick it in this top corner here. I can drag it up so I get more of a ribbon kind of look. So it's across the top left of the image. And then I need to put in my text. So in this case, I'll put in a I'll do the first one will be an open house. So I'll do an open house tag right here. I'll use the same font. So I'll highlight that text. I'll make it bold, make it a little smaller. And then I'm going to take this and drag it up here. And I'll drag that and move it at 45 as well. So now it's aligned. So I can come over here. And it looks like I can go a little bit larger, so I'll increase it. So it looks like that. There we go. So now I have the open house in the top corner of the image. And I can position it how I want right there. So that looks pretty good. So the last thing we're going to want to do is, as a realtor, you definitely want to promote yourself so they know, picture tells 1,000 words. They want to know who you are. So you want to put your beautiful face or handsome face in that particular template. So when they're seeing the house, they see you, they see your company. It's an open house. They have your contact information with the picture of the house. Now we're starting to market in a professional way. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. Now, before I do, this is where the challenge comes in, because when you're looking for a picture of yourself, you may have a great picture in front of a house or in an office setting, and you really like that picture, but you want to make it transparent. So the first tip I'm going to show you is how to take a standard picture of you in any setting and then use this platform that I'm going to show you to create transparency so you can put it here on the image. So I don't know if you're like me, I go through all my photos and I try to find the perfect photo for that I want to use for my template. Now that sometimes that photo may be in some scene, it may be in an office, it may be in front of a house, it may be with a group of people. You really like that picture of yourself, but how do you make that transparent so that you could use it in your marketing? This is where my next trick comes in. So looking at my photo library, this is the photograph I want to use. It's a scene of me sitting on a desk, but I have all that background noise. So how do I get rid of that? The browser, what I want you to do is you'll type in, there's a great tool that I've been using for years. It's called remove.bg for background. So if you open that up, it's a free service, and you say upload image, and you go grab that picture. So I'll go grab that picture that I have right here. And what it's doing here for me is it's analyzing that picture, and it's taking this original picture and it made a beautiful transparent image of me that I can now use in my marketing. So it takes out all that other noise. And then all you do is you download it and bring it out to your desk. Then you're going to come back over to Canva and you're going to go to Uploads. You're going to upload the photograph device, and you'll grab that picture that you just created. So now I already have one in there, but over here, I'll grab that picture and I'll place it right over here in my template. So now this is my transparent template that I want to use. Now before I export this out to remove the green, that's going to be the second trick I show you, because on a free version, if you're on Canva Pro, I could just simply download this and check this transparent background checkbox, and it would have removed all the green for me, and I would have had a perfect transparent image. But if you're on the free version, you don't have that option. So we need to have another trick to get rid of the green, and I'm going to share that with you in a moment. But before you do that, here's another trick I'm going to show you. As I mentioned, you should have a transparent template for each stage of the house. So rather than designing it one at a time like this, you could hit this little plus sign here and duplicate the page. And then all you're doing now is you're going to go in and you're going to create one for each stage of the life cycle. So this one's for sale, and up in here make it give it a name so you know what they are when they get exported. So we'll go in and say for sale, and up in here I'll make this open house. So I have the open house, and then finally down here I'll just do, for right now, I'll say sold as the last one. You're going to double click on that and type in sold. If you want to create one for coming soon, you want to create one for under contract, pending, create all your templates like this, and then you're going to come over here, and I'm going to call it trans background. Will be the name of my overall template, and I'm going to hit download and then pull it down to my desk. So now what I have is it's coming out to my desk, and on the desk I'm going to now get those files, and I'm going to show you the next tool, which is how to open those files up and get rid of all that green background, and now you're ready to go. So let's head over there and take a look. So when you download it from Canva, because there was multiple images in that template that we just created, one for open house, one for sold, one for sale, Canva downloads it in what's called a zip file. So I need to double click on the zip file, and you need a tool on your desktop to extract the zip. So there's some free ones out there. If you're running on a Mac, you just double click on the zip and it automatically extracts it. It creates a folder for those images. So now I have an image for each one of those that I wanted to use. So let me go in and I'll grab this first one, and I'm going to open. And the tool that I'm going to use that's also free on the Mac, and I know on a PC they have one similar when they're previewing images. The preview tools on those platforms they have a capability to remove part of the image. So this is where I'm going to show you how that works. So we're going to open that one up in preview, and this is where now I'm going to show you how in the preview app how to remove that green screen. Okay, so here on the preview app is where I'm going to use to get rid of all this green screen around me. So it's quite easy. So when you come in the preview app, there's a little pencil icon that opens up the markup tools. And in the markup tools on the far left, you're going to look at, it's like a little magic wand. It's called the Instant Alpha. I don't know why they named it that, but if you click on that, you literally drag the part of the image you want to get rid of and hit the delete key. So because I have that dramatic green, I can now just simply highlight those, and now I hit File, Save, and I have a transparent image that I can pull back into Canva and now store that for all my marketing moving forward. So it's that easy. Finally, I'm going to show you how you now have a house, what to do. So let's go back into Canva, and we'll take a house that you're going to market. We'll put this template on top and download it, and you're ready to go. So back here on Canva, once you have a house to sell, you're going to say New Design. If you're going to do a Facebook ad, you'll do your Facebook like you always did. Over here on the right, you're going to go to Uploads, and you're going to upload your house. Now I already have a house that I'm marketing, so I'm going to grab this house. You're going to resize it right here in Canva now on the free version, so you have the perfect house image. But now we want to use that perfect transparent image that we just created to make this pop in an advertisement for people to click on. So I'm going to say upload to the desk, and over here in the background I made that transparent for sale. So I'll go ahead and upload that to Canva, and I'm going to pop that on top of the image, and down here I resize it, and there it is. I have a perfect design image in a matter of seconds, saving valuable time to now market this house, and then next week I have a different house, or maybe this house goes for sale to closed or pending. All that activity, I just pop the image, and then I'm ready to start marketing. So I hope you found value in this video. I'm always here to help you find valuable time-saving tricks, as well as advanced strategies to drive more leads, close more business, and make this the best decade ever.